And KVGC News Time, 7 minutes after the hour. Well, it is day 2 of the Kit Carson Mountain Men Wagon Train. The wagons will be leaving the fairgrounds this morning. They'll head up to Main Street for a short 20 to 30-minute stay for photographs. And then they'll head to the 49er Trailer Park, make a loop through the park, then hit Highway 49, take Highway 49 down to a private road just before the Highway 1649 intersection. They'll be traveling on private ranch property until they hit Drytown. They'll take a break in Drytown and then hit New Chicago Road and take New Chicago Road to a private ranch where they will spend the evening. Now, tonight is the only night that you cannot join the wagon train for their barbecue and entertainment, and that is because it is on a private ranch. Now, because of today's wagon train, Amador Transit is alerting riders that bus service Plymouth to Drytown will be delayed today due to the wagon train. That's today. Plymouth to Drytown will be delayed due to the wagon train. Elsewhere in the news this morning, the Amador School Board has approved the elimination of the Director of Technology Services position, citing continuing budget constraints and the need to reduce costs. The board voted unanimously last night to approve ending the full-time management position. The district administration says that the change will save just under $130,000 from the next fiscal year's budget. The board also approved a memorandum of understanding last night and the park's master plan with the Amador County Recreation Agency. While the school district does not contribute fees to ACRA, it does provide most of the physical recreation facilities used by the agency and is represented on the ACRA Board of Directors. Well, Californians got a deadly wake-up call when more than 27,000 Paradise area residents tried to escape the Camp Fire and got caught in a nightmarish traffic jam. The 2018 catastrophe illustrates the grim reality that road systems throughout the state are not designed to handle a sudden evacuation. Now, a new study reveals the extent to which a fundamental problem in Paradise, too few escape lanes for too many people and vehicles, applies to other cities and neighborhoods at great risk of wildfire across the state. Daniel Berlant with the CAL FIRE Office of the State Fire Marshal says California officially adopted fire code standards for roads in the 1990s. They set rules for things like grades, road surfaces, passing areas, signage, and dead ends, and critical secondary access to any subdivision. But most of the roads and subdivisions in California's smaller communities were built before the widespread use of the standards. The report does not paint a pretty picture for Amador County either. The analysis of population, fire risk zones, and roadways shows roughly 1 out of every 100 zip codes in California has a population to evacuation route ratio that's near to or worse than that of Paradise. That list includes Pioneer, Buckhorn, and the Mace Meadows area. The El Dorado Amador CAL FIRE unit has held several community meetings throughout the county to discuss, among other issues, evacuation plans. The next meeting is scheduled for next Tuesday, the 30th, 6 p.m. at the Lockwood Fire Station on Shake Ridge Road. That's the Quonset Hut building. Now, the meeting will begin at 6 o'clock. In addition to CAL FIRE, representatives from the Amador County Sheriff's Department, Amador Fire Safe Council, Amador County Animal Rescue Team, that's ACART, and the Lockwood Fire Protection District, along with District 5 Supervisor Brian Oneto, will all be in attendance. I'll be back with more news in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Floyd Martin, past State Commander of the American Legion. I'd like to address those veterans that aren't members of the American Legion or those that might have let their membership expire. Your voice, along with our other 2.7 million members, can and will be heard. Help us protect our American values and veterans' benefits as we continue to serve for God and country. Call 267-5764 or 267-9436 and join today. Thank you.
Be a kid again. Have fun. Be curious. Try something new at the Calaveras County Fair and Jumping Frog Jubilee, Thursday, May 16th through Sunday, May 19th. Listen to music by outlaw country singer-songwriter Shooter Jennings. Root for your favorite cowboy at the Pro Rodeo. Be a frog jockey. Go on carnival rides. Watch livestock shows. Experience the thrill of the Destruction Derby and find out if Rosie the Riveter's record gets broken at the International Frog Jump Finals. Purchase tickets online at frogtown.org. Hop on over to Frogtown May 16th through 19th for the Calaveras County Fair and Jumping Frog Jubilee. And KVGC News Time is 13 minutes after the hour. Caltrans snow removal crews are making progress along the Highway 4 Ebbets Pass corridor. Tried to run that all into one sentence there. Anyway, they're making progress. They have, as of yesterday, opened the highway to the east end of Lake Alpine. Now, getting the road open to this point allows access to the lodge at Lake Alpine, the boat launch, beaches, and campgrounds. Now, this should please those looking forward to the opening day of trout season, which is this Saturday. The goal is to have the pass completely open by Memorial Day weekend, but of course, late season storms, unexpected road damage, and other factors can sometimes hinder those plans. Well, just over half of California's 58 counties received an F from the American Lung Association on the new report card that looks at ozone and particle pollution, and that includes Amador and Calaveras counties. According to the latest report, Amador County had just over 6 high ozone days last year, where the pollution was over the healthy limit. Calaveras County registered triple that number at 18 days. The report adds that Amador has over 2,600 adults and 360 children with asthma, 1,886 residents with COPD, 16 with lung cancer, 2,842 with cardiovascular disease, and 4,400 with diabetes. Across the river in Calaveras County, the numbers are higher in each category. 3,100 adults and 483 children suffer from asthma, 2,240 residents with COPD, and 19 with lung cancer. 5,321 suffer from cardiovascular disease, and 5,900 with diabetes. The population figures used for the research listed Calaveras County at 45,670 residents, Amador County at 38,626. The report goes on to cite vehicle transportation and wildfires as two of the biggest sources of air pollution in general. Smoke during the fire season can often elevate ozone levels. Now, those areas with the lowest pollution levels were primarily along the Northern California coast and the Oregon border. And that's a quick look at local news on this Gold Country Thursday morning. It is day 2 of the Kit Carson Mountain Men Wagon Train. Again, the wagon train will be leaving the fairgrounds this morning. They'll be heading to Main Street for a photo stop and then to the RV park and then on to Highway 49. They'll take a private road through ranch property just before the intersection with Highway 16. They'll ride that all the way to Drytown, then take New Chicago Road to their evening stop. Local news brought to us today by Howard's Body Shop and by Sutter Amador Hospital. Remember now, for the latest news, traffic, and weather 24 hours a day, to visit our website, kvgcradio.com. From the KVGC News Center this morning, I'm Jim Geedy reporting.